Hey, welcome back to day 7 of Talking Shop, and today we're going to talk about why you need to treat communication as if you are a coach of your team. Rach, explain.
Well, and I'd just like to say right up front here, I'm the last person that would naturally describe business like a game of football, but here we are. But that's exactly what we need to be thinking about in terms of setting up the framework to have effective communication with your team each day. So what I mean here is, if you think about a football team, depending on the code that you follow, you're having a pre-game meeting, you are having a half-time or quarter-time gathering to debrief what's just happened and then what you want to happen for the remainder of the game, and then you're having an after-game debrief as well. And then throughout the week you'll also have check-ins with players, and you'll be looking to improve the performance of the team as a whole. And it's exactly the same for our auto repair shop businesses. So you need to set the communication structure for your day so that you're having only a 7-minute morning huddle before you put the roller door up and welcome in the first customers. You should be having another check-in with the team when everybody comes back from lunch. And if you really want to get bonus points, you'll have an end of day quick huddle to wrap things up. And the reason that we want to do this is because time and the selling of labour and writing off hours are one of the biggest issues you have when it comes to not making enough profit. And if we're regularly checking in throughout the day to ask who needs help, who's got an issue, does anyone believe that what they're working on isn't going to be complete by the end of the day, that should have been complete by the end of the day? If we're checking in on that, we are less likely to discover at 3 p.m. that we've got a big issue that now means this vehicle's not going and that money for that invoice isn't coming in via the EFTPOS machine today. It also helps us stop problems that might be micro issues at the time, but it stops them from going any further. So if you did identify some type of productivity or efficiency related issue the day before, you can identify that in your 7-minute morning huddle. You can ask the team for feedback on why they think that micro issue was occurring and what needs to happen to make sure we don't do that again today. You can also talk about the sales results that you had, the sales results that you need, any issues you foresee that might arise on particular vehicles. We can be checking in that all the parts are available with the service desk. And then when we come back from lunch, we're basically checking in all over again that everything's on track. Does anyone need help? Does anyone have an issue that they can see arising? And when we do that, our team members start to realise that they're not all just working in silos. This is a team unit, and the team works together to get everything done, just like in a football team.
And to the owner who's just on the tools that might say, well, I don't have time for this. The reality is that this is about running a couple of extra meetings across a day in a much less amount of time, which if you're not doing them is being lost through lack of attention, lack of focus, low quality and callbacks. So it's not a case of, well, I don't have time to do this. The reality is that the time that could be used and should be used to do this is being lost throughout a day or not billed across a day. And it's an opportunity to identify areas in the team that aren't performing as well and take quick corrective action so that you spend more days winning, which ultimately across the year means the business is in a healthier position anyway.
That's right. And these are toolbox meetings. So we're standing up on the workshop floor. They're not sit down, have a coffee meetings. 7 minutes max is what we're talking about.
Run to an agenda that the team understands. It's also a great opportunity to work out who your A players are versus your B and C players, because A players want to win. They want to help you win.
That's right.
So understand that if you've been involved in any kind of sport before, you've already got the skill set to do this and start taking on the role of coach of a high performance team and watch the positive differences start to ripple across your workshop. We'll see you for the next episode of Talking Shop.